Senate House empty. He waited through the uproar as they understood at last that he did not intend to leave alone. With his legions raping your wives and daughters, how many of you will stand against him if you were left behind? This Senate would be his, and the final barrier would be overcome. We are the government, the heart of the city. Where we are is Rome. He will be nothing more than a ruthless invader without you to put the seal of law on his words and actions. We must deny him our legitimacy. Pompey saw the orator Cicero rise and suppressed his irritation. The senators looked at the small figure and then at Pompey, seeing him hesitate. Cicero spoke before he could be waved down. You have said little of the communications we sent to Caesar. Why have we not discussed his offer to halt? Pompey frowned at the nodding heads around him. His terms were unacceptable, Cicero, as he knew they would be. He seeks to drive a wedge between us with his promises. Do you really believe he will end his drive south simply because I have left the city? You do not know him. Cicero folded his arms across his narrow chest. Perhaps, though, this is the place to debate the issue. Better to have it out in the open than leave it to be discussed in private. Have you responded to his offer, Pompey? The two men locked gazes, and Pompey struggled not to lose patience. Cicero was a subtle man, but Pompey had hoped he could depend on him. I wrote under Senate seal to demand he return to Gaul. I will not negotiate while his legions are within striking distance of my city, and he knows it. His words are simply to confuse us and cause delay. They mean nothing. Cicero raised his head. I agree, Pompey, though I believe all information should be made available to us here. Choosing not to see Pompey's surprise, Cicero turned his head to address the senators on the benches around him. I do wonder if we are discussing a Roman general or another Hannibal who will be satisfied with nothing less than power torn from our hands. What right does Caesar have to demand that Pompey leave the city? Do we now negotiate with invaders? We are the government of Rome, and we are threatened by a mad dog leading armies we trained and created. Do not underestimate the danger in this. I concur with Pompey. Though it will hurt worse than anything we have suffered before, we must retreat to gather loyal forces in Greece. The rule of law must not bend for the whims of our generals, or we are no more than another tribe of savages. The sun shone on the back of Julius' neck as he sat on a fallen tree in the middle of a wheat field. Wherever he looked, he could see dark patches of his men as they rested amongst the golden crops and ate cold meat and vegetables. Cooking fires had been forbidden as they crossed into the lowlands of Etruria. The wheat was dry, and a single spark could send sheets of flame racing across the fields. Julius almost smiled at the peaceful scene. 15,000 of the most experienced soldiers in the world, and he could hear them laughing and singing like children. He was home. It is a fine thing to be here, he said to Octavian. I'd forgotten what it is like to be on my own land, surrounded by my people. The soldiers of the 10th reached chorus, their voices soaring over the fields, and Julius smiled. I haven't been this close to the city in 10 years, but I can sense her on the horizon. I swear I can. He pointed over the low hills, heavy with wheat. Over there, waiting for us. Fearing us, perhaps, while Pompey threatens and blusters. His eyes grew cold at the last words. He would have continued, but Brutus rode up through the crops. Julius rose, and they clasped hands. The scouts report 11 cohorts, maybe 12, Brutus said. Julius' mouth twisted irritably. Every legion post and road fort had been clear before them as they moved south. But now they were within reach, and whatever their quality, 6,000 men were too many to leave at his back. They've gathered in Corfinium.